For Good morning. This is Arun from Prairie Club, and second match is going between West Blazers and West Lion. Blazer won the toss. Janak is the captain, and decided to bat. The pitch is completely green. The captain Janak and CK, they they are opening right now. Arun, very good in swinger, tall guy. His first couple of deliveries was swung a lot, and they both went wide. So far, there is no sign of. Um, they just took one run. CK direct the ball towards fine leg. They took one run, and before there was two ball, both wide, and they took. They got five wides. So Arun to Janak. Well played, Janak. There was a nice little push towards the mid-on. Janak is the captain, and brother Mihir is a vice captain. It's going to be hot, steamy day. Already temperature is between 85 and 90. There's a lot of Masters matches going right now. Yesterday was a great match between Panthers and Blazers. Blazer lost. Another ball and great shot by Janak, but straight to the fielders. So first over, 6 runs, no out. It's pretty windy here right now, which is going to help a little bit to reduce the heat temperature. Temperature is going to be rise between 95 to 100 today. Don't know about the heat index, but obviously Blazer is facing right now, and if they play, which they should, 45 complete overs, then Lion's going to be tired. So next over is about to start. The bowler name is Srikanth. Um, CK is going to face Srikanth. Again, the pitch is really green. The outfield is really fast. Srikanth on its start. The first ball, capped a little low. There was a wide. That was a wide outside the off stump. CK is smart. CK is a very smart batsman. He got a good eyes, and of course he's a keeper. So keeper usually have a good eyes, and they know about the ball. So he let it go. That was a very good ball. Try to york him, try to bring the ball inside. There was an in swing a little bit, and CK smartly played the ball. Smart move by the keeper. He all the way walking on the stump because he saw CK. Was it a drop? Is it drop? No? Okay. I don't know if it was a drop catch or not, but CK tried to drive. It was a first bounce or it dropped. I don't know. So we'll figure it out later. This Srikant to CK again. Oh, that was a good Yorker. Smartly played by CK. Very smart, very smart. No pace in the ball right now. He's just swinging the ball inside with the probably like around 55 to 55K. Once again, Srikant to CK. And nice shot as boundary. As I told you, the outfield is very, very fast. The ball was outside the off stump, and CK direct that ball towards gully, and ball race away to boundary. The first boundary by CK, 4 runs. So far, 11 runs put up by Blazers. Jiva is a very smart captain. He's doing captainship for Lions. Once again, the ball was pitched a little bit off stump, and CK tried to punch it towards point. Didn't got middle, and no runs offered. They gone to CK. Oh, very, very smart. Very smart. Very smart. He just blocked the ball towards ball was coming between middle leg, and he blocked it and took his left edge, and ball was racing towards the boundary, but um, was stopped by the fielder, and CK got 2 runs. So 2 overs, 11 runs, no wicket. I'm sorry. With this last ball, 2 runs, it's now 13 for no loss. Blazer looks very positive, and I believe that Blazers have very good ballers too. Ajay and Prabhakar. Ajay has a really, really great pace. I saw his bowling, and he's a smart bowler. You see how the batsman is playing, and then you go according to that. And of course, Prabhakar is a smart bowler too, and Prabhakar has a quality that sometimes I don't know how he do it with the same action. Sometimes his ball comes straight, or sometimes ball comes in swing. So a smart bowler, and he like to ball uh, mostly on the off stump and trying to bring sometime inside, so get inside edge and clean board, or caught behind. Janak is a good smart spinner with Meher Gandhi as a spinner. Afroz, of course, a good bowler. So they have a pretty good bowling side. I think so. The bowling change, right? Okay. I think so. They quickly introduced the off spinner. Reason I saw that Atul Sajit, Sajit, 2 balls, no runs so far. No, 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 no. It's a bounce. See that he's containing. They got Two slips, gully, wide point, mid off, little full toss, and Janak plays towards the mid on. Took a single, good shot. TK is going to face Sajid, Sajid to CK. And that was a pretty quick ball. As a spinner, um, that was a pretty quick ball. As I told you earlier, the pitch is completely green. So we're going to see some skid. The ball has a lot of shine. Brand new ball. It's a third over. Great. So third over is gone. 14 for Nolas. Yeah, it's coming here. But you're faster than whatever you put it, it's coming here. So fourth over start. I see Arun did first over um, from the ground end, and as his ball was going too wide against the wind, so he decided to come from the street end. He did two balls, both was middle and leg, and both was played towards the fine leg. Smartly, he took the fielder on the fine leg, who is saving a lot of runs. Nice ball, comprehensively beat it uh, to Janak Bhai. Arun to Janak Bhai, and again middle and leg, smartly played by Janak. Just tucked it away towards fine leg, single. Well, all I see, as I told you earlier, that Arun is a great in-swinger bowler. So far, there is no shot offer towards offside. All the shot was offer and ball went towards fine leg. Arun to CK, good ball. CK just tucked it away towards gully, straight to the fielder, no runs. And the voice you are hearing, it's Adam G. Harun. I'm originally from Houston and playing masters all over in America. A good thing is that CK has played this bowler before too, and he knows exactly what Arun is doing, where he's pitching, how much swinging, and he's so he knows exactly what Arun is doing, and that's a smart thing that what they are doing. That if they're gonna keep doing for this first session, which is going to be end in 15 overs, If they're gonna keep like that in 15 overs with no wickets down, then the Blazers' tail is gonna be really high because the shine is gonna go again. Over number 5, Sajid to Janak Bhai. It's very, very smart batting. Very smart batting. Just click it towards the fine leg. The ball was middle. Uh, CK is facing right now. That was a slow ball outside the off stump. The wide. CK tried to crack it towards the point. Completely missed it, but it was pretty wide. And once again, very smartly played towards the uh, fine leg. Anything which is coming middle and leg, they are clicking towards the fine leg and taking singles. 20 runs so far, over number 5. There you go. The field exactly they're supposed to do before. They took one fielder towards fine leg, short fine leg, Sajid to Janak, good ball outside the off stump. Janak was completely beaten by that, didn't understand, taking his time right now. Again, straighter ball, nicely played by Janak, no runs offer, taking his time, waiting for the loose ball. Ajit to Janak. And impair given out, the catch goes to the slip. There was some kind of a, looks like a miscommunication. Janak is not happy. He was saying that ball was bounced, and then fielder took the catch. So I don't know, is there any replay or not? But first wicket down, Janak tried to play it and took his outside edge, went to slip. Fielder got in his hand, but once again, not sure that it was from the ground or clean catch. But umpire decision is final. He said yes, it's out. The Blazers first wicket down on 20th run. Next batsman in Mayor Gandhi, vice captain of the team, left arm batsman. Um, and excellent bowler. Checking his field on the crease. The first ball is coming by Sajid, and that was a pretty quick ball. So 5 overs, 20 runs, 1 wicket down. Sajid, well, that was a end of fifth over. Unfortunately, somebody got hamstring or some kind of a injured, so match was stopped for 5 minutes. Arun is about to start his third over. Arun to CK, amazing batsman. He is watching the ball very clearly, playing nicely. Any ball is coming from off to middle, blocking it and waiting for the loose ball. Anything is going middle to leg, he is glancing towards fine leg. Arun to CK. A pretty quick ball. Again, it was wide outside the off stump. Smartly, CK left the ball and one free run in the account of Blazers. So 21 for 1. Arun to CK. One more wide. It was on the middle leg. Huh? कैसे भाई ठीक है? Are you? Arun to CK. Very smart again. Arun is coming with the wind, so he's getting a little bit more crease. CK is careful. And of course, it's very windy today. It's an open ground. Arun to CK. One more time again. Smartly played by CK. He didn't move, just straight. CK is watching the ball. And as I earlier said, that he's a keeper also, so he have a eagle eyes. Arun, CK. Arun tried to york CK, came like kind of like a full toss and played towards the point, straight to the fielder, no runs. Blazers 21 for 1, the sixth over. Smartly playing by Blazers, trying to finish the Arun's over. He's the danger man. Very smart bowler. And they played very good cricket before too. And Sajid from the second end, he is also very smart bowler. Played for Sri Lanka test matches, former test player. So there are a lot of
Right, so looks like West Blazers, they have lost their second wicket over here and they're 22 for 2. A big blow over here actually. Chandrakant his leg before, and he's out on 9 of 22 balls. He did score a boundary, but not looking that good at this moment for West Blazers. They won the toss and elected to bat. It's a beautiful day here at the Prairie View Cricket Stadium. All right, so well, Sajid is bowling beautifully over here. 2.2 overs, given away just 3 runs and picked up a couple of wickets. The new batter is on strike. Bilal Saeed, first ball for him. This one was well bowled outside the off stump. Bilal let it go. It's a dot ball. Attacking field by West Lions. And in comes Sajid. All right, this is flicked away towards backward square leg. It's a dot ball. So West Lions really going for the kill over here. I mean, you look at the field. They have almost 3 slips, you can say. In comes Sajid. That's outside the off stump. Let it go. Dot ball over here. 3 slips. They have covered wicket, backward square leg, mid-on, off, and point. In comes Sajid. This ball is tapped away towards. It's actually back to the towards mid-off. So Sajid is in the middle of a beautiful spell over here. And that's the end of the over. 3 overs done for Sajid, and he's picked up a couple of wickets. So after 7 overs, West Blazers are 22 for 2. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so we have the left-handed Mihir Gandhi on strike. The bowler is just adjusting his field. Again, it's an attacking field. They have a third man out. They're just ensuring the third man is in the right place. And this will be the first ball of the 8th over. This one is well bowled. It's played towards covers. It's a dot ball. And good start for the bowler over here. Mihir Gandhi gets ready to face the second ball of this over. In comes Arun, who's bowled 3 overs and given away 8 runs. This one is well bowled and beaten outside the off stump. It's a beautiful ball. It went away from the left-handed batter, and very lucky for Mihir not to get an outside edge over there. Beautifully bowled by Arun. Again, a very aggressive field over here for Arun by the captain, as he gets ready to bowl the third ball of his over. He's coming right arm over, and Mihir is on strike. This one is down the leg side, and it's a dot ball. So according to the rules for Masters USA Cricket, not everything down the leg side is a white ball. So 3 dot balls for Arun, and he's going well over here. As we see point going a little outside the 30 yards and walking in. In comes Arun to Mihir. This one is played towards point. It's the 4th dot ball of this over. Beautifully bowled. I mean, we are looking at the field over here. They have a couple of slips, a wideish third slip, you can say. They have point, square leg, covers, mid off, mid on, and a third man who is outside the circle as Arun gets ready to bowl to Mihir. This one is well bowled again, beautifully bowled, beaten outside the off stump. Again, Mihir very lucky to not get that outside edge. This has been a top class over so far from Arun. He's in the middle of a great spell over here. He's actually bowled 5 dot balls in this over, and after 3.5 overs, he has only given away 8 runs. He's been a tad unlucky with that, with the way he's pulling, that he's not picked up a wicket so far. As he comes in for the final ball of this over, Mihir on strike. This one again, this is actually played towards short fine, and leg by signaled by the umpire. So that's the end of the over. After 8 overs, West Blazers are 23 for 2, and Arun has given away 8 runs in 4 overs. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so Sajid, after his 3 overs, 1 maiden, 3 runs, and a couple of wickets, has been given a break by the captain. And we have a change in bowling over here as Mihir gets ready to face the first ball from the new bowler. This one was well bowled outside the off stump, a dot ball to start. Good start here by Shrikant. Shrikant is actually, he's bowled 1 over already, so this is his second spell. He's given away 7 runs in his first over that he bowled. Shrikant is back into the attack over here. In comes Shrikant to Mihir. This one is outside the off stump and a wide signal by the umpire. A good leave over here by Mihir. So Mihir is yet to get off the mark, and he has faced 9 balls so far. As Shrikant comes in right arm over, Mihir on strike. And this one was well bowled outside the off stump. Mihir tried to glide it away towards third man, but again it just went towards slip. So it's a dot ball over here for Shrikant as well. In comes Shrikant to Mihir again. This one was well bowled, beaten outside the off stump again. Mihir trying to open the face, and he's actually got beaten a few times, but he's still hanging in there. He's faced 11 balls and yet to get off the mark. West Blazers are 24 for 2, and this is the 9th over that is on. In comes Shrikant to Mihir. This one again well bowled, tapped away towards point. It's a dot ball. So Shrikant has bowled 4 dot balls and he's bowled 1 wide in this over so far. It's been a good comeback for him in his second over after giving away 7 runs in his first over. The captain just adjusting the field. He's got an extra cover out now and a backward point as Shrikant comes into Mihir. This ball again, it's tapped away towards point. It's been a very, West Lions, they have set up aggressive fields. It's good to see a good captaincy over here by the West Lions captain. He's got a square leg, a short mid wicket, short covers, extra cover, mid off, mid on, couple of slips, and backward point in place as Shrikant comes in for the final ball of this over to Mihir. This one was well bowled and beaten outside the off stump again. Beautifully bowled by Shrikant. It's a fantastic over, a very good comeback for Shrikant. So after 9 overs, West Blazers are 24 for 2 and we'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so this one is played nicely by Bilal towards fine leg for a single. In fact, it's a leg by the umpire. So it's 1 run nevertheless for West Blazers. All right, so we have Mihir back on strike. He's faced 14 balls and yet to get off the mark. Uh, let's see what happens over here as we have Arun who's into his 5th over. Right arm over to Mihir. This one again beaten outside the off stump. Mihir tried to slash it towards backward point, but a dot ball nevertheless. And looks like there might be some pressure over here on Mihir. He's faced 15 balls and yet to get off the mark. We'll see what happens over here. It's a tough phase. He has to let it go and, just hang in there as we see Arun coming in. Right arm over to Mihir. This one again, well bowled, beaten outside the off stump. Well, this is beautiful bowling over here by Arun. Testimony to his fitness. He's into his 5th over. And in this scorching heat, he's just showing that it can still be done at this age. So hats off to his fitness. He's given away only 8 runs and he's in his 5th over. Arun coming in right arm over, Mihir on strike. This one again well bowled, beautiful bowling by Arun. Again beaten outside the off stump. I think Mihir is trying to glide it towards third man by opening the face. Maybe he can try to play in the V a little bit with the ball angling across the left-handed batter. All right, so it's been 4 dot balls here. Sorry, 3 dot balls to Mihir by Arun. This one well bowled, good carry and good pace. And this was nicely let go by Mihir. For this one, he didn't go and fetch the ball, but rather he let it go. So good leave over there by Mihir. And thank you. No. Final ball of the 10th over coming up. And Mihir on strike. He's faced 18 balls so far. In comes Arun to Mihir. This one was well bowled and played towards covers. That's the end of the 10th over and Blazers are 25 for 2. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Right, we have the 11th over coming up over here, and it's going to be Bilal Saeed on strike. He's yet to get off the mark as well. And first ball of the 11th over coming up. This is full and it's beautifully stopped by the fielder at short covers. So it's a dot ball over here to start with for the bowler. Important that Blazers have a good partnership over here after losing a couple of wickets up front. Second ball of the 11th coming up, Bilal on strike. This one was well bowled and again beaten outside the off stump Bilal. Good bowling over here by West Lions so far. Shrikant in the middle of a good second spell after giving away 7 runs in his first over. He's come back very well in his second spell over here. Shrikant to Bilal, third ball of the over coming up. This one well bowled and nicely defended by Bilal. So 3 dot balls and 25 for 2 Blazers so far. Beautiful day over here and a nice day for cricket. The sun is out. Third ball of the over. Shrikant to Bilal. This one again well bowled and Bilal tried to cut it. In the end, he missed it. It's a dot ball. This is beautiful bowling by Lions. They're bowling beautifully in partnership, Arun and Shrikant. And then a couple of wickets by Sajid. That has certainly put Blazers on the back foot at this moment. Shrikant coming in for the 5th ball of this over. Bilal on strike. This one is well bowled, played off the back foot to the back to the bowler. Dot ball again. Certainly Bilal and Mihir can take some time. It's a long game, 45 overs. It's important to bat the 45 overs for Blazers. That's exactly what probably they are thinking. In comes Shrikant to Bilal. This one is well bowled and defended. It's a dot ball to finish the over. Maiden over by Shrikant over here. 11 done. 25 for 2 West Blazers. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so we have the first ball of the 12th over coming up over here. And we have Mihir on strike. It's going to be Arun. Well bowled. This is played towards Gully. It's a dot ball for Arun. He's into his 6th over. I mean, this is amazing fitness by Arun. Back bowl 6 overs on a trot in this heat is not easy for anyone, and then to do it at his age is just amazing. He's coming right up around now to Mihir. In comes Arun. This is well bowled outside the off stump, again beaten. Beautiful bowling by Arun. Mihir yet to get off the mark. He's faced 20 balls so far. Blazers are 25 for 2. This is the 12th over in progress. Arun into his 6th over. He's given away only 8 runs and he's bowled 2 maidens. Yet to pick up a wicket, but he's bowled beautifully as he comes in for the 3rd ball. Mihir on strike. This is again well bowled. It was onto the stumps and this is tapped towards mid-on by Mihir. It's a dot ball. Good bowling over here and good field set up by the captain. This is good to see. Arun coming into bowl to Mihir. 4th ball of this over. This is well bowled and it's played towards extra cover. It's a dot ball. Good bowling over here by Arun not giving away any room to the batsman, and overall it's good going. Mihir on strike, and Arun coming in to bowl, fifth ball of this over. This is well bowled again. That's beaten outside the off stump. Mihir tried to slash it towards point, but this one was a tad quicker by Arun. 5 dot balls. This is beautiful bowling. He's already bowled a maiden over. The previous one bowled by Arun was a maiden. Let's see if he finishes with back-to-back maidens over here. Final ball of this over coming up. Mihir on strike. In comes Arun. That's well bowled again, beaten outside the off stump. This is beautiful bowling by Arun. That's the end of the over. Maiden over again. 12 overs gone. Blazers are 25 for 2. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so first ball of the 13th over coming up. Bilal on strike. And this is a full toss. It's beautifully played by Bilal. It's going towards the mid-wicket boundary and a couple of runs over here. So this is good to see over here. A couple of runs for Bilal. Right, so Shrikant is into his fourth over here. He's pulled a couple of balls and he's given away 2 runs on the first ball. Shrikant coming into Bilal. This is well bowled and appeal for caught behind is given him out. That took the outside edge. Beautifully bowled by Shrikant and a good decision by the umpire. So Blazers lose their third wicket over here. They are 27 for 3 and it's beautifully bowled. So the third wicket goes down for Blazers. They're 27 for 3 and this wicket was something that came due to sustained pressure from both ends by Shrikant and Arun. And good captaincy by the Blazers captain to set up these attacking fields. Bilal departs. He's gone on 2 of 14 balls. A good catch by the keeper. And Blazers are 27 for 3. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so we have the new batsman Atul Rai who's walked into bat at number 5 for Blazers, and Shrikant is coming in to bowl the fourth ball of this over. Atul on strike. This is well bowled, taken on the full by Atul, played it towards extra cover. It's a dot ball. Bowling over here by Shrikant. He's picked up a wicket. He's given away 10 runs in 3.4 overs, and he's bowled one maiden over as well. In comes Shrikant to Atul. This is well bowled, defended by Atul towards Gully. Good attacking field set up by Lions. Final ball of this over coming up, and it's Atul on strike. All right, so Atul facing Shrikant. Oh, beautifully bowled. Atul tried to drive it, took the outside edge. Lucky for him, it was along the ground. That's the end of the 13th over. Blazers are 27 for 3. All right, so looks like we have a change in bowling over here uh, for West Lions. Vinay Kulkarni is coming into the attack, and Mihir Gandhi is going to face him. Mihir is yet to get off the mark. He's faced 25 balls, but he's still there, which is important. It's good to have a left and right hand combination batting together, as we see Vinay Kulkarni coming in for the first ball of his spell. Right arm over to Mihir. This is down the leg side. It's a dot ball to start for Vinay. He's bowling from the highway end. There's a slight breeze. It's good for the players. With the scorching heat, it's always nice to have some breeze going around. That helps. Vinay is changing the angle. He's going to come right arm round. That's well bowled. It's played towards square leg, and a quick single over here. Mihir is off the mark. And actually, Vinay goes by the name of Venki. So it's Venki Kulkarni who's coming in, who's the one who's bowling. So a good start over here. And it's going to be Atul now, the right-handed batsman, who's going to face Venki. He's bowling right arm over. I'm All right, so Venki, it's a good ball over here. It's a dot ball. This is good bowling. No, but then, oh, that's an appeal for leg before, and that's given out by the umpire. Oh, what a start for Venki over here. He's got Atul trapped right in front of the stumps. Atul looking dejected, but that's the fourth wicket down for Blazers. And it's a good start for Venki. Leg before wicket over here. Atul has to depart for 0. And it's 4 down now for Blazers. They are 28 for 4. And a good start by Venki. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so we have the new batsman who's walked in at number 6 for West Blazers. It's Ajay Gariali, and he's going to face the first ball. Venki is going to bowl to him. Fifth ball of this over overall. In comes Venki to Ajay. Oh, that's beautifully bowled, beaten outside the off stump. That was a brilliant ball by Venki. That ball landed on the seam and looked like it shaped away from the right-handed batsman. What a way to start for Venki in his first over. He's picked up a wicket. He has his tail up, and very lucky for Ajay not to get an outside edge over there. Very well bowled, and again we see some smart captaincy. There is an additional slip in there, so 3 slips now. This is good captaincy. In comes Venki to Ajay. This is well bowled and nicely let go by Ajay this time. That's the end of the over. After 14 overs, West Blazers are 28 for 4. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so Shrikant to continue from the far end. Mihir Gandhi on strike. He's off the mark. He's on 1 of 27 balls, but he is hanging in there, which is important at this moment for West Blazers. This is the final over before the break. And again, we see one slip, sort of a third slip. We have gully, we have covers, extra cover, mid off, mid on, and square leg. In comes Shrikant to Mihir. This is well played, taken on the full by Mihir. A very good stop there at short covers. Nicely done over there. Well, we have Shrikant who's bowling a good spell over here. And Mihir is on strike. Second ball of the 15th over coming up. Shrikant to Mihir. Well bowled, defended towards short covers. 2 dot balls. All right, so Shrikant to Mihir. Third ball of the 15th coming up. Oh, that's well bowled. It's glided away towards the slip cordon by Mihir. He's playing for the break, and rightly so. After losing 4 wickets, it's important to have a partnership over here to bat the 45 overs. Mihir facing the 4th ball of this over from Shrikant. He's in the middle of a beautiful spell. Shrikant to Mihir. Shrikant coming right arm over. That's well bowled. It's tapped away towards point. 4 dot balls in this over for Shrikant. He's picked up a wicket. He's given away only 10 runs. Bear in mind, he had given away 7 runs in his first over. And then he came back for his second spell, in which he has given away only 3 runs. He's picked up a wicket, bowled a maiden over. So this has been fantastic comeback by Shrikant. 5th ball of the over coming up. Mihir on strike. In comes Shrikant. That's beautifully bowled again outside the off stump. 5 dot balls over here. Final ball of the 15th coming up. And we'll have a break after this ball. Mihir is hanging in there. He's batting on 1 so far of 32 balls. Final ball of the 15th over coming up. Shrikant to Mihir. All right, that's down the leg side, but it's a dot ball nevertheless. So it's a maiden over. That's the end of the 15th. 28 for 4 West Blazers. And we have a drinks break coming up. We'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you. So we are back after the break now, and 28 for 4 West Blazers. It's going to be interesting. We have first ball of the 16th coming up. It's going to be Venki who's going to continue from the highway end. Ajay on strike. This is well played. It's beautifully cut away by Ajay. This is going towards the backward point boundary. Glorious shot by Ajay. The ball was short and asking to be hit. Ajay cashing in on that ball. Nicely cut away. A glorious boundary for Ajay. And he is off the mark with that. So a 4 to start after the break. The perfect start for West Blazers. As Venki would have to make amends. He gave some room, but Ajay cashing in right away. Good to see. Some intent over there from Ajay and West Blazers. Venki has given away 5 runs so far in 1.1 overs, and he's picked up a wicket in his first over. We have mid-on, mid-on, mid-off, mid-on, square leg, couple of slips, a short gully, backward point, and covers in place as Venki comes in to Ajay, second ball of the over. This is again very well played, and it's going towards the third man boundary. This might run away, and it's the second 4 back-to-back boundaries for Ajay. He's looking really good over here. So some support from the dugout for Ajay, some intent shown over there, and very quickly Blazers have raced away to 36 for 4. The first couple of balls after the break have gone away for boundaries, exactly what West Blazers would have needed after a relatively slow start and losing those 4 wickets in the first session. They have started the second session beautifully over here. A change in field now. One of the slips comes out, and third man has gone outside the circle, and we have a fielder at covers now. Third ball of the over coming up. Venki to Ajay, who's batting on 8 of 4 balls. This is well bowled. It's flicked away towards square leg. A quick single over here. Good running and good understanding between the two batsmen. So 9 of the first 3 balls of the 16th over. And Blazers are 37 for 4 as we'll have Mihir back on strike, who's batting on 1. Change in field with the left-handed batsman coming up. It's always an advantage with the left-hand right-hand combination, and if you can rotate the strike, that's going to tire the fielders. All right, still a couple of slips there for Mihir. We have gully, point, and a fielder at mid-off. In comes Venki, right arm over. That's well bowled again, beaten outside the off stump. Beautifully bowled by Venki. He's angling it across the left-handed batsman. Mihir tried to defend it. In the end, he missed it completely. And beautiful comeback there by Venki. All right, so this will be the 5th ball of the over. Venki to Mihir, right arm over. That's well bowled, defended towards covers. It's a dot ball. Final ball of the 16th coming up. 9 runs scored of this over. All 9 by Ajay, as Mihir is batting on 1 of 35 balls. All right, so we have Venki running in right arm over from the highway end. Mihir on strike. That's beautifully bowled again. A dot ball to finish the over. That's the end of the 16th. Blazers are 37 for 4. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so Shrikant to continue from the far end. It's going to be Ajay on strike. Shrikant has bowled 5 overs. He's picked up a wicket and given away only 10 runs. And he's bowled a maiden over as well. So we see the field for Ajay. We see a cover fielder outside the circle. Shrikant to Ajay, first ball of the 17th coming up from the far end. That's down the leg side. It's a dot ball. As per the rules for Masters cricket, not everything down the leg side will be a white ball. So it's a dot ball to start the over for Shrikant. He's into his 6th over, and this is his 5th over on a trot. Good fitness over there by Shrikant. Second ball of the over, Ajay on strike. He's batting on 9. In comes Shrikant to Ajay. This is defended back to the bowler. Good ball there by Shrikant, but Ajay nicely coming in line and tapping it back to the bowler, showing the full phase of the bat. Looking at the field, we have one slip, we have a gully, backward point, a covers fielder outside the circle, we have a short covers, mid on, mid off, mid wicket and square leg. Third ball of the over, Shrikant to Ajay. That's a catch towards slip, but it looks like the slip fielder has put it down. It was a tough catch. The fielder had to stay low. In the end, lucky for Ajay that the fielder did not latch onto it. So that's a life for Ajay. Hopefully he can cash into it. He can cash in on it. Good ball over there by Shrikant. It was outside the off stump and it took the outside edge. Didn't quite get the result that he wanted. A dropped catch nevertheless. Blazers 38 for 4. And now we have Mihir on strike, so a change in field with the left-handed batsman. Short covers, couple of slips, gully point, mid on, mid off, square leg, and looks like they're going to leave mid-wicket open. So they are asking Mihir probably to play across the line. And Shrikant is going to most likely angle it away from the left-handed batsman. He's coming into Mihir. That's well bowled, and that's up caught behind, and it's given away by the umpire. That's the 5th wicket down. Mihir has to go. He had been lucky many times outside the off stump. This time it took the outside edge. Mihir departs for 1 of 37 balls. That's the 5th wicket down for West Blazers. And so far it's not looking good. 38 for 5. That's the end of the I believe that's a good ball, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so one left-handed batsman replacing the other. It's going to be Shankar Jairam, who has walked in at number 7 for West Blazers. Shrikant in the middle of a beautiful spell over here. He's bowled 5.4 overs, given away only 11 runs and picked up a couple of wickets. He has his tail up over here. And it looks like it's going to be more or less the same field. In fact, they have two catching in covers over here. First ball for Shankar Jairam. In comes Shrikant, right arm over from the far end. That's beautifully bowled. It almost took the inside edge and was almost going to go onto the stumps. Lucky for Shankar, it went onto his pads. This is good bowling by Shrikant. Final ball of his over coming up over here. Blazers are 38 for 5 and they need a big partnership. They have to ensure they bat the 45 overs, give their bowlers something to defend. In comes Shrikant. Shankar on strike. That's down the leg side. It's a wide signal by the umpire. So that's an extra run for West Blazers. Final ball of Shrikant's sixth over coming up over here. Shankar on strike. Shrikant coming in right arm over from the far end. Oh, that's well bowled. It's tapped away towards covers. That's the end of the over. And West Blazers are 39 for 5 at the end of 17. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Right, so Venki to continue to Ajay. This is beautifully played towards deep mid wicket by Ajay. He pulled it away nicely for a couple of runs. Ajay showing good intent over here, and he is taking the attacking option. So Ajay has raced away now to 10 of 12 of 9 balls. Looks like the leg umpire is signaling one shot. So that's not good. That's not good from Blazers. I mean, every run is important. These are the basics that they need to keep in mind. Right, so Venki coming in, second ball of the over. Ajay on strike. In comes Venki from the highway end. That's well bowled. That ball shaped into the right-handed batsman. In the end, it was well played by Ajay. And looking at the field with the sort of attacking intent shown by Ajay, we have third man out, square leg behind the leg umpire. We have a whitish mid-on, you can say, mid-off covers as Venki comes into Ajay. This is pulled away again beautifully. It's towards the whitish mid-on fielder that we were talking about, but a single for Ajay nevertheless. And we have the left-handed batsman Shankar on strike now. We'll have to see what sort of field is set up for the new batsman Shankar, who is still to get off the mark. Looks like we have one slip. Ali in place, backward point, short mid on, mid off, mid on, a short mid wicket, and looks like they are going to leave covers open, and probably they are getting in a couple of slips. Uh, they have a cover fielder on almost close to the 30 circle. Looks like okay. All right, let's see what happens over here. Venki coming in from the highway and Shankar on strike. That's one over. Shankar defending it towards mid wicket. Nice breeze growing across the ground. Exactly what the players need in this scorching heat. Testimony to the fitness of everyone to be playing over there as we see Venki coming into Shankar from the highway end. That's defended again towards mid wicket. Well, it looks like there was some issue and error with the scoring because previously they have put Venki's name for Vinay and it's Vinay who's coming now. So, which is why it's showing as this is his first over, but that's not the case. Oh, well bowled outside the off stump, beaten. That's beautifully done by Vinay. That's the end of the over. And after 18 overs, Blazers are 41 for 5. I think you had put Venki previously. Right, so Shrikant to continue. It's Ajay on strike. Shrikant from the far end, right arm over. Oh, that's nicely played by Ajay. This is going towards the covers boundary, but he'll get a couple of runs. Nevertheless, this is good batting by Ajay. He's showing good intent and he's taking the attack to the opposition. Good to see. 2 runs of the first ball. This is Shrikant's 7th over and his 6th over on a trot after his first spell where he bowled just 1 over and gave away 7 runs. Ajay has raced away to 14 of 12 balls. In comes Shrikant from the far end. Ajay on strike. Oh, that's well bowled outside the off stump. Good comeback by Shrikant after the first ball. This is a good contest. Shrikant to Ajay. Blazers are 43 for 5. They need a big partnership over here. In comes Shrikant. Ajay on strike. 3rd ball of the over. Oh, that's well bowled and nicely played by Ajay. That ball shaped into the right-handed batsman. Ajay was up for it. He tapped it towards square leg. Nicely done. Alright, so Ajay on strike. It's Shrikant who is coming in from the far end. 4th ball of the over. That's well bowled and let go by Ajay. Nicely done. He's looking confident over there. I mean, Ajay staying at the crease is very important for Blazers because that's going to definitely help them get to a good score, a fighting score, which is the need of the hour after 5 wickets are down for Blazers. 43 for 5. 5th ball of the over coming up. Shrikant to Ajay. That's well played by Ajay. Steered away towards gully. Final ball of the over coming up from Shrikant. He's given away 14 runs in 6.5 overs. Picked up a couple of wickets. Alright, so Shrikant coming in from the far end. Ajay on strike and we have the keeper coming up. Final ball of the over. Looks like they want to stop Ajay from getting that single. We'll see what happens. Ajay on strike. In comes Shrikant. That's well bowled, defended by Ajay. That's the end of the over. And Blazers are 43 for 5, 19 overs done. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Right, so Vinay Kulkarni to continue. As I mentioned previously, due to some scoreboard issues, it's showing up he's bowled only 1 over, but he's bowled 3 to 4 overs. Vinay Kulkarni to Shankar, who just defended it towards backward point. Shankar doing the right thing. He has to stay in there, support Ajay over here, ensure they get a good score, something to fight for the bowlers. In comes Vinay to Shankar. That's well bowled. It was short. It's flicked away towards square leg. A quick single. Good running between the wickets by both the batsmen. Which means we have the right-handed batsman Ajay on strike now. 44 for 5 Blazers. And so it looks like again the scoreboard is showing as Venki. So in all, Vinay Kulkarni has bowled 3.2 overs. Vinay coming in to bowl to Ajay. As I mentioned, due to some scoreboard issues, it's showing up as Venki, but that will be rectified later on. Vinay getting third man up. They do have a sweeper cover out, who's a very fine sweeper cover, you can say. All right. Vinay to Ajay. Vinay coming in from the highway end. That's well bowled and defended by Ajay. Dot ball. Looking at the field, we have mid off, mid on. Almost a square leg at 45. Third man outside the circle, but that's a wideish third man. In comes Vinay. That's well bowled and defended by Ajay towards point. This is good bowling by Vinay, generating some good pace. All right, so Vinay coming in to bowl to Ajay. Ajay is batting on 14. That's an appeal for leg before, and that's given out by the umpire. Well, this is unfortunate. Ajay almost saying he was outside the off stump, but it looked pretty adjacent on the screen. Ultimately, it's the umpire's call. Umpire felt he was wrapped right in front of the stumps. Ajay doesn't look happy, but that is the sixth wicket down for Blazers. Ajay was looking really good. He has to depart on 14 of 20 balls. And Venki picks up his second wicket over here. 44 for 6 Blazers. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so we have the new batsman walking in at number 8 for Blazers, Adam G. Haroon. Winner in the middle of a good spell. He's picked up his second wicket. And Adam G. Haroon on strike. He's ready to face his first ball from Vinay. Final ball of the over coming up from the highway end. Vinay coming in right arm over. Oh, that's well bowled. A good Yorker, but nicely played by Adam G. That should be the end of the over. 20 overs gone. Blazers are 44 for 6. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so we have a change in bowling from the far end. It's going to be Ashwani Muir who's going to come in to bowl. Uh, Looks like he is a fast bowler with that run up. We'll see what happens. He's coming right arm round to Shankar. who is batting on 1 of 7 balls. In comes Ashwani. That's played easily towards covers by Shankar. A good attacking field over here by Blazers. They are going for the kill with 6 wickets down for, I beg your pardon, a good attacking field by Lions. They're going for the kill with 6 wickets down for West Blazers. He's got 2 slips. He's got backward point, a regular point, covers. He's got a very, almost like a forward short leg, a square leg, and a wideish mid-on and mid-off. In comes Ashwani, right arm around to Shankar. That's taken on the full, defended back to the bowler. Good start over here by Ashwini. He's running in and looks like he is just in the process of getting his pace up. He's reduced the run up now for his third ball. Or maybe he's just discussing with the umpire what can be done. Probably asking the umpire if he can stay behind a little bit so that it doesn't affect his run up. The umpire obliges. And we have the third ball of the over coming up. Ashwani to Shankar. Right arm around from the far end, Ashwani. This is outside the off stump. Let it go by Shankar. 3 dot balls to start for Ashwini. Glorious day for cricket. Blue skies. The sun is out. It is a tad hot, but you prefer it being hot than overcast conditions and rain in the forecast. We have the 4th ball coming up over here. Ashwini to Shankar. In comes Ashwini. Oh, that's well bowled. That went away from the left-handed batter. Good ball by Ashwini. 44 for 6 Blazers. It's important they get to some sort of a target which can be something their bowlers can fight with. And I'm sure that must be the plan from these 2 batsmen. In comes Ashwini to Shankar. That's well bowled. Defended by Shankar. 5 dot balls to start for Ashwini. Final ball of the 21st over coming up. Blazers are 44 for 6. It's very important that they try to bat out the 45 overs. They're not even halfway mark yet. So these 2 batsmen can certainly take their time. In comes Ashwini to Shankar. That's outside the off stump. Let it go by Shankar. In fact, it's given a wide by the umpire. It's a good leap by Shankar. He's not poking at anything outside the off stump. Anything on his stumps. He's showing a dead bat, defending it. So far, so good for him. Final ball of the over coming up. Ashwini to Shankar. Oh, that's defended again. Like I said, anything on the stumps, he's showing a dead bat. That's the end of the over. 21 gone, 45 for 6 Blazers. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Alright, so it's going to be Vinay Kulkarni who's going to continue from the highway end. And Adam G on strike. 45 for 6. That's bowled well. Defended. In fact, it's tapped away towards point by Adam G. Haroon. West Blazers 45 for 6. Vinay Kulkarni has picked up a couple of wickets. He's going by the name of Venki. I mentioned that again. Uh, that will be rectified later on in the scoreboard. But this is Vinay Kulkarni coming in to bowl to Adam G. Haroon. That's well bowled and nicely glided away by Adam G. Two dot balls over here. It's important to bat out the 45 overs for Blazers, which is exactly what these two batsmen are trying to do. Vinay Kulkarni in the middle of a good spell from the highway end. Adam G. Haroon on strike. Oh, that's well bowled and beaten outside the off stump. Adam G tried to slash it towards point. In the end, I will say lucky not to get that outside edge. Three dot balls over here for Vinay Kulkarni in this over. Looks like the captain has indicated to one of the players to get ready to bowl the next over. Most likely he's warming up there towards wideish mid-on. In comes Vinay Kulkarni to Adam G. This one again played back to the bowler sensibly by Adam G. Haroon. Four dot balls in this over so far. At this stage, dot balls is not an issue for Blazers. They have to ensure they bat long and they bat the 45 overs. In comes Vinay Kulkarni for the fifth ball now from the highway end. Adam G. Haroon on strike. This one again, like I said, that's gone. Exactly what I was saying. He went for the slash outside the off stump. That took the edge and a good catch by the wicket keeper. This is good bowling by Vinay Kulkarni. He gets his third wicket. Blazers lose Adam G. Haroon for a duck. And they are now 45 for 7. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Alright, so the new batsman walking in at number 9 for Blazers, Gagan Mekla. Uh, and I mean, credit must be given over here to the West Lions team and to the captain for the sustained pressure with attacking fields. Obviously, when you're backed up by your bowlers, it always helps. As they say, a captain is as good as his team, and that's exactly what we are seeing. It's a combination of good captaincy and showing the confidence in your bowlers and the bowlers delivering for you. Good attacking field set, the bowlers bowling to your field. That's exactly what you need. Vinay Kulkarni has picked up 3 wickets. Final ball of his over coming up, Gagan on strike. That was a full ball, appeal for leg before going down the leg. That's the end of the over after 22 overs. Blazers are 45 for 7. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so we have a change in bowling over here. It's going to be Rajan who's coming into the attack. And Sankar to face him. This is the 23rd over. Rajan coming in from the far end. Uh, First ball of Rajan's spell over here. In comes Rajan, and that's tapped away towards mid wicket by Sankar. Rajan is a spinner, so we are looking at the field. He has mid off, mid on, short covers, extra cover point. In comes Rajan. That's well bowled. Outside the off stump, beaten Sankar. He has a couple of slips and square leg and a backward point with mid wicket. In comes Rajan to Sankar. That's defended as well. 3 dot balls. Rajan is rushing through his over, not giving the batsman a lot of time to think about, which is smart bowling. In comes Rajan. The batsman is not ready yet. Like I said, he's not giving much time to the batsman. In comes Rajan to Sankar. That's outside the off stump. Well left by Sankar. 4 dot balls to start. Fifth ball of the over coming up. Sankar on strike. That's defended again towards mid wicket. Sankar is batting on 1 of 18 balls, but he is hanging in there, which is important for Blazers. Final ball of the over coming up for Rajan. That's well bowled, and it's played towards point. That's the end of the over. A maiden over to start with for Rajan. After 23 overs, Blazers are 45 for 7. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, Vinay Kulkarni to Gagan. Oh, that's well bowled and defended by Gagan towards covers. Vinay Kulkarni in the middle of a beautiful spell. He's picked up 3 wickets already. Second ball of the 24th over coming up. Vinay Kulkarni from the highway end. Gagan on strike. That's well bowled and defended by Gagan nicely towards mid wicket. 2 dot balls for Vinay Kulkarni. In comes Vinay Kulkarni to Gagan. This one Gagan has played towards backward point, just a single. He tried to go for the big shot. Could not connect it. Now we have the left-handed batsman Sankar on strike. So a change in field. As Blazers did have some good left-handed batsmen, so it's important to have the left-right combination, which is what they have tried in this inning. In comes Vinay Kulkarni to Sankar from the highway end. There's appeal for leg before, and it looks like it was a tad high, wrapped on the pads, and in the end a good call by the umpire. With right arm over to the left-handed batsman, there's also a chance that the ball may pitch outside the leg stump, but this one also looked like it was a tad high. In comes Vinay Kulkarni to Sankar. This is down the leg side towards played nicely towards square leg for a single by Sankar. Couple of runs in this over so far for West Blazers. Final ball of the 24th over coming up. Vinay Kulkarni has picked up 3 wickets so far. We have Gagan on strike. In comes Vinay. This one Gagan has played nicely over mid-on, and he will get a couple of runs most likely. This is could have been a run out actually. In the end, the bowler did not collect the ball cleanly, which meant Sankar was lucky not to get run out. That's the end of the over. And after 24 overs, Blazers are beg your pardon. Yeah, that's the end of the over, I'm sure. Yeah. So that's the end of 24 overs, and Blazers are 48 for 7. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so Rajan to continue from the far end, it's Sankar on strike, and actually the score is 49 for 7 after 24. In comes Rajan to Sankar. This is defended. It's a very attacking field by Lions. They've got a couple of slips. They've almost got a silly point in place, you can say, a short covers, mid wicket, mid on, mid off, square leg, and there is a fielder at covers as well. In comes Rajan to Sankar. This is again played towards short covers, 2 dot balls. Sankar hanging in there. He's batting on 2 of 22 balls. Rajan to Sankar. This one is well bowled, defended by Sankar. It'll be interesting if Rajan can give the ball a little more air, maybe flight the ball, invite Sankar to play the big shot and see what happens. In comes Rajan to Sankar. This is short, this is defended, because if he's going to bowl back of length, Sankar is just going to defend the balls. So if he wants to go for the wicket, he has to give the ball some air. He's changed the angle, he's coming right arm around. This one is well bowled, again defended by Sankar. 4 dot balls. Maybe bowl the faster one or something, some variations. Try to go for the wicket, go for the kill, West Lions. In comes Rajan to Sankar. That's fast, and that's again nicely played. This one was very well played, almost like a late cut by Sankar. A couple of, maybe just a single, but that's the 50 up for West Blazers. They are 50 for 7. And that's the end of the over. So after 25 overs, West Blazers are 50 for 7. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so Vinay Kulkarni to continue from the highway end. It's going to be Sankar on strike. Again, attacking field. Short mid wicket, short covers. In comes Vinay Kulkarni to Sankar. Right arm round. This one is played towards the gully fielder, you can say. He's very close in there. Couple of slips. In fact, 3 slips for Vinay Kulkarni. A short fine leg, mid on and mid off. In comes Vinay, right arm around. Appeal. Oh, no, that's actually off the bat. And that's gone away towards the third man boundary for 4 runs. Very lucky for Sankar. He tried to play it off the back foot. took the outside edge and went away towards the third man boundary. A welcome boundary for Blazers. They would want to go to the 3 figure mark as a team, maybe cross that 100 mark, and you never know what happens. Have runs on the board. It's always important. Vinay Kulkarni coming in. He's bowling to Sankar. Right arm around from the highway end. That's well left by Sankar. 54 for 7 Blazers. This is the 26th over on. All right then. Looks like he's going to change the angle. Vinay Kulkarni is going to come right arm over now. Sankar. Oh, what a ball there by Vinay Kulkarni. He angled it away from the left-handed batsman. Beaten him completely. Lucky for Sankar not to get the outside edge. In the end, a dot ball for Vinay Kulkarni, but a good change over there. He changed the angle from right arm round to right arm over and almost got the wicket. Good ball over there by Vinay Kulkarni. Final ball of the over coming up. Sankar on strike. This is tapped away towards mid-wicket. I beg your pardon, there's one more ball to go. So now it's the final ball. Vinay Kulkarni in the middle of a good spell. He's picked up 3 wickets already. And he is bowling from the highway end. And the breeze is definitely helping him. Vinay Kulkarni to Sankar, who's batting on 7. He's appealed for leg before, but I'm pretty sure that pitched outside the leg stump. That's the end of the over. After 26, Blazers are 54 for 7. All right, Rajan to continue from the far end. It's Gagan on strike. And this is just played for a dot ball. Gagan is batting on 3 of 8 balls. 54 for 7 Blazers. Rajan to Gagan. Right arm over from the far end. This is again flicked away towards square leg. Dot ball. Rajan is rushing through his overs. He's in the middle of his third over. He's given away only 1 run so far. 2.2 overs. 1 run. Not yet picked up a wicket, but he's bowling well over here. Rajan to Gagan. This one, Gagan tried to go for the big heave. In the end, he missed it. Lucky for him. It was down the leg side. No appeal from the bowler. Gagan wants to go for the big shot over mid-wicket. Rajan flighting the ball, bowling smartly. Rajan to Gagan. This is well bowled and nicely defended by Gagan. 4 dot balls. Fifth ball of the over coming up. It's Gagan on strike. Gagan taking his time. Rajan to Gagan. That's well bowled, and this is steered away towards short third man by Gagan for a single. Looks like he's going for the second run. And again, the ball was not cleanly collected by the keeper. Otherwise, it would have been close. Nevertheless, 2 runs for Gagan. 56 for 7 Blazers. Final ball of the 27th coming up. The keeper just getting ready. So here is the final ball from Gagan. From Rajan. This one was slow Gagan completed his shot. The ball was not there yet. Nevertheless, it's a dot ball to finish the over. After 27, Blazers are 56 for 7. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, we have a change in bowling over here for Lions. The captain has got himself on to bowl from the highway end. First ball of the over coming up. Down the leg side, it's played away by Sankar towards short fine. In fact, it's going away towards the fine leg boundary. And that's a good shot over there by Sankar. That was down the leg side. All he had to do is ensure he gets some bat onto it. There was no fine leg. And in the end, a boundary for Sankar. A good one. A welcome boundary for Blazers. Not quite the start the captain would have wanted. Jivaka. He's given away 4 of the first ball. Let's see how he comes back. Right arm over from the highway end. He does have a short fine leg in place. Sankar on strike. Facing Jivaka, the captain. This is well bowled and, well, that's a beautiful catch over there in the slip cordon. Nicely done. What a catch, and very well bowled by Jivaka. What a comeback after the first ball. He flighted the ball, took it away from the left-handed batsman, and he's picked up a wicket over here. Blazers are 60 for 8. They lose Sankar, who departs on 11 of 33 balls. And we have the number 10 batsman Sunil walking in for Blazers. But this was smartly done by Jivaka. He actually got himself on for the left-handed batsman. The off-spinner is always handy. And a very good catch over there in the slip cordon. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, then the captain now has picked up a wicket, Jivaka, and we have the new batsman Sunil who has walked in for Blazers. The captain Jivaka has kept attacking fields throughout the inning, and that's reaping good rewards for the team. In comes Jivaka. This is well bowled. It is played away on the offside by Sunil. They have a short third, couple of slips, covers. In comes Jivaka. Oh, appeal for leg before, not offered a shot. Lucky for Sunil, that may have been going down the leg side. A good call by the umpire. So we have covers, mid-off, mid-on, almost a mid-wicket at 30 yards, square leg, and almost a forward short leg, you can say, in place. Good attacking field by Jivaka. He is bowling now from the highway end to Sunil. This is the quicker one. Sunil plays it away towards point. Good fielding there by the fielder. And a good call in the end by the non-striker to send Sunil back. Otherwise, that would have been a run out. Two wickets left for Blazers. Final ball of the over coming up. Jivaka to Sunil. Jivaka coming in from the highway end. This one again outside the off stump. Sunil tried to cut it. In the end, lucky not to get an outside edge. That's the end of the over. A good one by Jivaka. After 28, Blazers are 60 for 8. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so Rajan continuing from the far end. And it's Gagan on strike. Gagan going for the big shot. In the end, it's a dot ball. Good stop over there by the fielder at mid wicket. He's on the 30-yard circle. So looks like Gagan might try to go for some shots and get some runs for Blazers over here. It's an interesting battle over here between Rajan and Gagan. In comes Rajan to Gagan. That's well bowled. This is flicked away towards square leg. It's a dot ball. Rajan has bowled 3.2 overs, given away only 3 runs. He's not yet picked up a wicket, but he's bowling well. He's rushing through his overs here, not giving the batsman a lot of time to think about in between balls. In comes Rajan to Gagan. This one again, Gagan tries to go for the good shot. Beautiful stop over there, but shot mid wicket by the fielder, diving and stopping the ball, just showing the commitment as a player for his team. Rajan coming in for the 4th ball of the over to Gagan. This one is given some air and it's cleared off the back foot by Gagan. A dot ball, good stop over there at point. 4 dot balls in this over so far. Blazers are 60 for 8 and Gagan is batting on 5 of 17 balls. Gagan taking his time and rightly so. Rajan to Gagan over here. This one is flighted and nicely played by Gagan over the bowler's head. This is going towards the long on boundary. It's a glorious shot and it's 4 runs all the way. Very nicely done by Gagan. So he gets a boundary over here. Blazers move on to 64 and Rajan into the final ball of this over so far. That's a very good shot by Gagan. The ball was given some air. Gagan went straight over the bowler's head. Exactly the way to go. It's a risk-free shot if you can connect well, which is what Gagan did over there. And in the end, there was no chance for either long on or long off as it was bisected beautifully by Gagan. A good shot over there, a good boundary for him. Final ball of the over coming up. This is over number 29. Gagan coming into Rajan. This is down the leg side. In the end, it's a dot ball. That's the end of the over. 29 gone. Blazers are 64 for 8. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Alright, so we have the captain Jivaka continuing from the highway end. This is well bowled, flicked away by Sunil towards square leg. It's a dot ball. Jivaka has picked up a wicket in his first over. This is the second over from the highway end. Sunil facing Jivaka. This is flighted and Jivaka went for the heave and it's crashed into the stumps. It's a wicket for, I beg your pardon, Sunil went for the heave. It's crashed into the stumps. Jivaka gets his second wicket and Blazers are 64 for 9. That was exactly what you expect from the lower order batsman. The ball is flighted. You try to go across the line. If you connect, it might go for a 6 or a 4. But if you miss, the bowler hits. And that's exactly what happened over here. 64 for 9. Jivaka gets his second wicket. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, so this is the last wicket here for Blazers. They are 64 for 9. The number 11 batsman Prabhakar has walked in, and Jivaka has picked up a couple of wickets. He brought himself on from the highway end. A very good change by the captain to get himself on. And let's see what happens over here. All right, Jivaka to Prabhakar. Third ball of the over. This is quicker through the air, defended by Prabhakar. I think Jivaka should try to give the ball some air because that's where he will have probably a higher probability of getting a wicket. But we'll see what happens. He's out there in the middle and he's bowling beautifully. In comes Jivaka to Prabhakar. This one is flighted, defended by Prabhakar. Nicely done. Good to see the number 11 batsman defending and showing the full phase of the bat. Jivaka coming in to bowl to Prabhakar from the highway end. This is flighted, and again, this one was beautifully bowled. He held the ball back a little bit. Prabhakar tried to defend it. In the end, he was lucky not to get that outside edge. Very well bowled by Jivaka. Final ball of his second over coming up. Prabhakar on strike. Jivaka from the highway end. This is well bowled and defended by Prabhakar. That's the end of the over. After 30 overs, Blazers are 64 for 9. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, then. This is going to be an interesting battle because with the last wicket left now, Gagan was already going for the big shots. And we'll have to see whether Gagan now continues doing that and tries to get some runs for his team. It is Rajan who's bowled 4 overs from the far end, given away only 7 runs. Gagan did get a boundary of Rajan in the previous over. A beautiful shot. A beautiful shot straight back past the bowler. That's the end of the power play. In fact, it's the third power play that's starting. It's going to be Gagan to Rajan. This is flighted and I beg your pardon, it's Rajan to Gagan. It was a good ball and Gagan tried to sweep it. All right then, second ball of the over, Rajan coming in to bowl to Gagan. We'll see what happens over here. Rajan to Gagan, this is flighted and that's hit the wicket. Gagan tried to go for the big heave. In the end, missed the ball completely. Rajan gets a wicket, a well-deserved one. That's the end of the Blazers inning. They are 64 all out. And we'll be back in a few minutes after the innings break. Thank you. Well, just before we leave, I mean, it's important to give a summary of the inning. From the Blazers' point of view, it was Ajay who was looking good. He scored 14 of 20 balls with a couple of boundaries. Shankar hanged in there. He scored 11 of 33. A couple of boundaries for him. But nothing substantial other than that for Blazers. From the Lions' point of view, Srikanth bowled 7 overs, picked up a couple of wickets for 14 runs. Sajid Fernando picked up 2 wickets for 3 runs in his 3 overs. Vinay Kulkarni, he picked up 3 for 21. And in the end, Jivaka, the captain, got a couple of wickets and 1 wicket for Rajan. So 64 runs on the board for Blazers. We'll be back in a few minutes after the innings break. Thank you. It's also important to understand 64 is not quite the score that you would want from West Blazers, but it is what it is. Like we try to do well and we try to work it out. So 64 on the board. It might be a quick finish for this game, but we'll see what happens. All right, then the second inning to start. 65 runs to win for West Lions. It's not a big target at all, but I'm sure West Blazers would like to fight it out, give everything that they can. It's important to have run rate and everything figured out as well. You never know when it comes into the picture. So West Blazers would ideally want to take it as deep as they can. On the other hand, West Lions, after a brilliant bowling performance, would want to finish this game as soon as possible. The two openers for West Lions, Rajan Narayan and Venki Kulkarni, they have walked into bat, and looks like it's going to be Ajay who's going to bowl from the highway, and the first ball of the second inning coming up over here. Ajay coming in, Ajay Gariali, and the first ball of the second inning. This is well bowled. It's a good start outside the off stump. In fact, it's a wide ball, a wide signal by the umpire. Rajan Narayan let the ball go outside the off stump. Not quite the start Ajay would have wanted, not quite the start Blazers would have wanted. Nevertheless, it is the first run on the board. In comes Ajay to Rajan Narayan. Oh, this one is played over the backward point fielder. This is going towards the third man boundary, and it's 4 runs. What a shot. This is beautifully done over here by Rajan Narayan. A boundary to start over here for West Lions. So it's 5 on the board already. And we'll have to see what happens. Ajay Gariali. All right then, Ajay Gariali to Rajan Narayan. Looks like he has his intentions clear. He's going for the attack over here. Oh, this is nicely done. It's going towards mid-on for a single. Rajan has raced away to 5 of 2 balls, and Lions have raced away to 6 of 2 balls. Good start over here for the Lions team. All right, in comes Ajay, and it's the first ball for Venki. This one, Venki lets it go. It's a dot ball. Ajay Gariali, he has a third man out now. Backward point, square point. In comes Ajay. It's Venki on strike. This is well bowled. The ball almost took the outside edge. A very good ball by Ajay. Ball going away from the right-handed batsman. Lucky for Venki not to get the outside edge. Ajay has a square leg. He has a mid-on, mid-off covers. And a couple of slips in place. There is no mid-off. He has a cover at the 30-yard circle and a regular covers fielder in place. In comes Ajay. It's Venki on strike, and this is well left by Venki. Final ball of the over coming up. It's been a good comeback by Ajay after giving away that boundary. Looks like he's got into rhythm. He's got going with his pace, and he's getting the ball to go away from the right-handed batter. Good to see. Final ball of the over from Ajay. 6 runs on the board for West Lions. Venki on strike. Ajay coming in right arm over from the highway end. That's well bowled, and it's played away towards the point fielder. It looks like it might be a couple of runs. So that's the end of the first over. West Lions are 8 for no loss. We'll be back. Oh, looks like they're going for the third. This is very good running and smartly done by both the openers. It's an extra run in the field. So that's the end of the first over. Ajay not happy about it. 9 runs on the board for West Lions. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Lions have raced away to 15 for no loss. Rajan is batting very aggressively. He's raced away to 11 of just 5 balls. Prabhakar is the bowler who is bowling from the far end. The second over for West Blazers. All right, looks like fine leg is going back. Prabhakar to Rajan. Prabhakar coming in right arm over. This is nicely played by Rajan. This is going towards the square leg boundary. The square leg fielder giving the chase. A couple of runs. Good running again by both the batsmen. Not quite the start Prabhakar would have wanted. He's already gone for 8 in this over. And that's what happens when you're defending something like 65. The batsmen try to go for it. In comes Prabhakar. This one is played away towards fine leg for a single. Yeah, if it's 65 on the board, the batting team would want to finish the run chase as soon as possible because they would want to get their run rate high up. As we see Venki taking strike. Venki is on 3 of 4 balls. Final ball of the second over coming up. Prabhakar has given away 9 runs of 5 balls. West Lions are 18 for no loss so far in 1.5 overs. Oh, that's a beautiful cut shot. It's away from the point fielder. This is going towards the backward point boundary. And the fielder giving a chase. In the end, beautifully done by the fielder. He stopped the ball inches from the rope. And he has certainly saved some runs for his team. This is very good commitment by the fielder. I mean, he could have easily let it go, but he chased the ball right till the end, stopped it with his foot, and ensured it did not go away to the boundary. Nevertheless, it's a good start for West Lions. They are 20 for no loss in 2 overs. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Ajay to continue from the highway end. And it's going to be Venki on strike, who's batting on 5 of 5 balls. The last ball of the previous over, it was Mihir Gandhi who stopped the ball beautifully, showing great commitment. And he's the captain of the vice captain of the over 60 team for US. And he's certainly showing how it needs to be done with the commitment. In comes Ajay to Venki, well bowled, defended back to the bowler. It's a dot ball. All these players who are playing this Masters tournament, I mean, this is an inspiration for all youngsters. Just to see the commitment and the dedication with the fitness that these guys are showing at their age. Not easy in the sun, but they know they are showing it can be done if you want to do it. In comes Ajay. This is well bowled. It's popped up towards mid-off. In fact, it was nicely played by Venki. He knew there was no fielder in mid-off, and he just placed it there beautifully for a couple of runs. Good batting. Ajay has 3 slips, a point fielder, third man outside the circle, covers mid-on, mid-off at square leg. In comes Ajay. It's Venki on strike. In fact, it's Rajan on strike. This time he's played it beautifully towards the cover boundary. This is going for 4. What a shot there by Rajan. He is really feasting on this. And in fact, looks like it's not going all the way to the boundary. Everyone went admiring the shot. In the end, with the slow outfield, it did not reach the fence, but good running nevertheless. They do pick up 3 runs over here and good backup over there by the fielder. It didn't go to the boundary, but they did run 3 in the end. A beautiful shot over there by Rajan. Showing the full phase of the bat and playing it towards the vacant covers area and getting 3 runs, which brings Venki back on strike. Venki is batting on 5. In comes Ajay down the leg side. It's a dot ball. 29 for no loss Lions. This is just the third over. Ajay has given away 18 runs in 1.4. Certainly not the start Blazers would have wanted. In comes Ajay. Venki on strike. That's well bowled. Defended by Venki. A quick single towards covers. Nicely done by both the batsmen. Good understanding between them. And now it looks like it's just going through the motions. It's a matter of time that Lions will chase down the remaining 34 runs. They are 30 for no loss. They need 65 to win. Ajay coming in right arm over from the highway end. It's Rajan on strike. This is beautifully played by Rajan. This is again going towards the covers boundary and the fielder's giving a chase. And this time they pick up a couple of runs. Good batting by Rajan. He's shown intent from ball 1 and he has raced away to 25. After 3 overs, Lions are 32 for no loss and they are halfway there already. It looks like we have a change in bowling over here. It's going to be Afroz. Afroz who's coming into the attack now. The captain setting up the feed. Venki on strike. Venki is batting on 6 of 6 balls. Oh, that's given out. Afroz gets a wicket off the first ball. Slow left arm bowler. He bowled it full and looked like Venki was trapped right in front of the stumps. First wicket goes down for West Lions. 32 for 1. We'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, so Afro's picking up a wicket of his first ball. Good start for him. The new batsman at number 3 for West Lions is Priyanka. He's ready to face his first ball. Afro's coming left arm around diagonal. First ball for Priyanka. In comes Afro's. This is down the leg side and it will be a bye, not cleanly collected by the keeper. So 1 run, a bye signaled by the umpire. Alright, Rajan on strike to Afros. This will be interesting. This one is played away down the leg side. Again, a couple of runs it seems for Rajan. Or in fact, it looks like it is a white ball. So Rajan did not touch the ball at all. It was down the leg side, given a wide by the umpire. So white plus 2 makes it 3. Looks like one shot. So they ran 1 run shot. That's not good from both the batsmen. Afros to Rajan. This is nicely played away towards long off for a single by Rajan. Oh, they're going for the second. This is a bit sloppy by West Blazers. They're giving away runs on the throws. This is the second time it's happening. Something that needs to be taken care of by the fielding team. Afro's not happy about it. Rajan stole the single over there. He's batting beautifully on 27 of 13. Afros comes in to bowl to Rajan. This one was well bowled and it's tapped away towards covers for a quick single. This is good running between the wickets by the batsman. Afros to Priyanka. Left arm around from the far end. That's well bowled and defended back to the bowler. It's a dot ball. Afros has started well. He's bowling well over here. Getting the arm ball going. Bowling close to the stumps. Final ball of the over for Afros. This one is again played, defended. That's the end of the over. After 4 overs, Lions are 38 for 1. We'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, Ajay to continue. Rajan on strike. This is nicely glided away towards the third man boundary. It's beautifully played, a nice cut shot there. And that's gone all the way for a boundary towards backward point. A glorious shot over there by Rajan. He's raced away to 32 of 15 balls. And Lions are 42 for 1 already.
That's a glorious shot again by Rajan. He gets a couple of runs, a beautifully played cover drive. The cover speeder tried to stop it, then the mid-off fielder gave the chase. Rajan has raced away to 34. Lions are 44 for 1. Ajay to Rajan. Rajan steps down. He tried to go for the big heave, but it's going away over the keeper's head for a boundary. A tad fortunate for Rajan, but ultimately it doesn't matter how they come as long as they come, as they say. So it's 4 for Rajan. He has raced away to 38 of 17. Unfortunate for Ajay, but it will go down as a 4 for Rajan. Another glorious shot by Rajan. He played it over the point fielder's head and he picked up a couple of runs. This is very good going. Rajan has raced away to 40 of just 18 balls and it's the 50 up for Lions. Ajay coming in to bowl to Rajan. Rajan steps down and he's played a beautiful shot. He's pulled it away over mid-wicket and that's gone towards the deep mid-wicket fence. What a shot there by Rajan. He is really going for the kill and he has shown his intent right from ball one, as I mentioned. He's on 44 of just 19 balls. Lions are 54 for 1. Final ball of the 5th over coming up. And now it's just a matter of time with just 11 more to go for the Lions to win this game. This is beautifully done by Rajan. He picked up the ball on length and he played it gloriously over mid-wicket. What a shot. That's gone towards the deep mid-wicket boundary for 4. Nicely done by Rajan. So the score is 54. Rajan is on 44. Final ball of Ajay's 3rd over coming up. In comes Ajay. This one is played away towards long off for a single by Rajan. So he will retain strike. After 5 overs, Lions are 55 for 1. Rajan batting beautifully on 45 of just 20 balls. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Alright, off goes to Rajan, who's batting on 45. This one, Rajan plays towards deep mid-wicket. He might want to go for 2 over here. They're going for it. The fielder picks it up cleanly, but good running by Priyanka. He was going towards the danger end. A couple of runs over here for Rajan. He's on 47 now of 21 balls. And Lions are 57 for 1. They need 8 more to win. Afro's left arm around. Diagonal coming from the far end. He has picked up a wicket. He's into his 2nd over. He's given away 7 runs. Rajan needs 3 runs for his 50. In comes Afros to Rajan. And this one is flighted. Rajan goes for the heave. It's played towards deep mid wicket. This time just a single. So Rajan goes to 48 now. Priyanka on strike. Lions need 7 more to win. Afros into his second over. Left arm around. Diagonal. This one is down the leg side. It's played towards short fine for a single by Priyanka. So Priyanka is off. I beg your pardon, actually it's a bye. So Priyanka did not touch it. So he's still to get off the mark. And Rajan on 48. And Lions need 6 more to win. Afros coming in. Ball to Rajan, who's on 48. This time Rajan steps down, and this time he's played towards deep mid wicket. Let's see if they're just going to get a single over here. Good fielding there by the fielder at deep mid wicket. Just a single. So 5 more to win for Lions. In fact, it looks like it's 6 more to win. Yeah, that's right. 5 more to win for Lions. And Priyanka still to get off the mark. Afros into his second over. He's picking away 9 runs. He's picked up 1 wicket. He got the wicket of Venki. In comes Afros. Left arm around to Priyanka. This is bowled outside the off stump. It's cut away by Priyanka for a single towards the point fielder. So 4 to win. And Rajan on 49. All the players from Rajan's dugout supporting him to get that 1 run so he can get to his 50. Let's see what happens. Afros to Rajan. Rajan is gone for the hit. Appeal for leg before. But not out, says the umpire. This could have been a run out actually. Oh, a direct hit and Rajan would have been out. But the keeper threw the ball. The bowler was not onto the stumps. In the end, they get a couple of leg byes. So this is interesting now. And it is the end of the over. So after 6 overs, the Lions, I believe, are 61 for 1. 63 for 1, I beg your pardon. So just 2 runs to win. And now this is going to be interesting. 2 runs to win. Priyanka on strike. Rajan needs 1 for his 50. Let's see what happens. Alright then, it's 2 to win. We have a change in bowling from the highway end. Priyanka on strike. It's Janak Patel who's coming into the attack. He's left arm around diagonal. This one is nicely played by Priyanka. They're just going to take a single. 1 to win. Rajan needs 1 for his 50. Janak to finish the formalities. Let's see whether Rajan gets to his 50 over here. He's batting on 49 of just 24 balls. 1 to win for West Lions. Janak to Rajan from the highway end. And that's well bowled. Rajan tried to cut it. In the end, he missed it. It's a dot ball. Well bowled by Rajan. Well bowled by Janak. In comes Janak to Rajan. This one is played towards covers. And that's the victory for West Lions and also the 50 for Rajan. It's a glorious knock. He scored 50 not out of 26 balls. And, well, the game is over. Looks like the batters don't want to go away. But that's the end of the game. The game is won by West Lions by 9 wickets. That's the end. It's a thumping win, and in the end, a convincing win for West Lions by 9 wickets. West Blazers completely outplayed. Good batting by Rajan. He scored 50 of 26 balls. Priyanka 2 not out of 6 balls. That's the end of the game. Thank you, everyone. And we'll get back for the next game tomorrow. Thank you.